Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Deep Magic. I'm so excited to see everybody. You did, in fact, get us over our 50 followers between
Yay!
Friday and now, so I'm going to have to cancel myself on the internet, and you guys did that, so here we are. Anyways, good to see you. Good to have all of you here. We're going to go around from the top and let everybody introduce themselves before hopping into our next segment. So, MJ, who are you? Who do you play? What do you do?
Hi, I'm MJ. I am a podcaster, writer, and fiber artist. I play Gray, who is a punk rock selkie who has no idea what they're doing.
Awesome. Rhea.
I'm Rhea. I play Anil. I am a blacksmith knocker, and she's best described as angry face emoji.
Velvet.
I'm Velvet Divine. I play Lakoka, who is your resident manic redcap mean girl who eats cars.
Yep. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle C. Light. The C stands for Crystal, and I play Lady Iris Diamond, who can be described as what the fun is going on here.
And Junie.
Jeannie Vanish playing Atsiakata, Ambassador of Bats, resident fortune-telling Slua, and there's a wolf around.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? And on that
Everyone.
note, Evan.
Playing Cormac Blackwatch, best described as a lost dad.
You have just had a very touching scene in which Gray attempted to kick everybody's ass into believing in themselves and to stop shit-talking themselves. You did, in fact, create a piece of glamour for the balefire here. Everybody can, if you have spent glamour here, refresh one of your glamour because of it as well. So you may mark that back on your sheets, because congratulations, you all inspired each other and it was adorable.
So what you're saying is friendship is magic?
Yes. You do, in fact, interest the Marquis of Beaumain here, who sees that piece of glamour fall into the balefire, which in general does, in fact, replace what you just took a gulp of, Cormac. So congratulations, that was a null transaction. Anyways, as you're standing there, you hear the hunting horns from back upstairs signal the end of the hunt. And there is a general sigh of relief, and you can hear the people upstairs filing back into the main house. If you would like to, you can return to the main house. Dinner will be served for everyone. The Marquis will remain with the balefire temporarily. Elena will be upstairs. What would everyone like to do?
I want to bring. So I have the scythe, right?
Yes, you do?
I want to take it apart.
Okay.
I want to specifically see which part of it is glowing.
So scythes are very simple tools. They have a long blade, curved blade at the top, and the handle. The handle is the part that is glowing. If taking it apart, the top of the blade is just a blade. It is the handle that is the interesting piece.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna make a new fancy handle to
Okay.
replace the fan. One with like nice indexing for your hands, so that way you can hold it well. Just to try to upgrade it.
All right. Lakoka, if you are given back the scythe without the handle, your treasure fails to work.
Okay.
It's not without a handle; it's a different
Yeah,
handle.
I'm okay with this. In fact, if the fight's done, Lakoko will probably just follow Anil,
Okay.
see what they're up to.
All right. I'm just telling you that all the abilities, besides it being just a scythe, will go away if the handle is taken away.
I'm okay with that because I always forget it has the power anyway.
Convenient.
Also, Anil, if you attempt to create something with the handle and make the power of that treasure work, it doesn't work without Lakoka.
When you say it doesn't work without Lakoka, do you mean that I need her to like the magic itself does not work unless she is holding it?
Correct. Because you did spot the same glow on Lakoka as was on the handle.
Okay. So can I figure out what the magic associated with this is?
You can definitely make an attempt on it. Give me a intelligence and probably enigmas or gray mare, please.
Ooh, things I don't have. Oh, I have
Assist.
enigmas actually. Nice. Can I use my take it apart attribute for intelligence? So what does that? I forget what that does.
So that I'll go for this
We're
one.
do-
This will lower your difficulty on it. So while this would normally be about an 8, I will lower it down to a 6 for you. Dice rolling.
3 successes.
Okay. This is clearly a bound treasure. It makes sense that it might be a blessed treasure as well, and so unless you have all the pieces of the spear, you probably can't take it away from its owner and make it work. Which might mean that the owner is part of making it work.
Owner being, Jesus, I just lost her name.
Lakoka.
Lakoka. Sorry.
It is
No, you're
definitive.
good.
It is definitively something specific to Lakoka.
Okay. But if I put a different head on this, like if I put a spearhead on this, is she able to access its magic?
No. Not any spearhead will do.
But the scythe head will work.
The scythe head is fine as long as Lakoka's using it.
But but if I like replace that scythe head with a spearhead and give it back to her, will it work? I'm Theseus' ship in this.
I understand. Lakoka still will have the same power that the scythe had. It will just be a spear.
Interesting. I don't know jack shit about this.
It's like I enjoy creating fun puzzles for everybody.
I'm just in the
Okay.
corner holding 4 heads watching Anil.
Yep.
How's it going?
All right, so use these two pieces together now. Try this. And she's gonna like take like several hours probably to try out different combinations of stuff, and like try to make different pieces to see like exactly where the potential use cases are.
Okay. Basically everything leads you to the conclusion that it is a Lakoka-based thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how many different things you stick on top of the wooden handle.
Oh,
Lakoka
I
can still use
recognize this. Rhea recognizes this. Anil will experiment for several hours.
Also, Lakoka, this does not reveal the similarity you have to the spear handle's owner. It just reveals that you're the only one who can use it. All right.
I mean, if Anil like explains that, like I'm happy to explain why that probably is.
Okay.
I almost assuredly would, because at the very least she would be like talking out loud to herself a lot.
And swearing.
Are you trying to like bionicle this shit?
Yeah.
I don't know what a bionicle is. I'm attempting to figure out all of the potential combinations of what makes this thing work and how and why.
I mean, it's all made from like the same person. I don't know if that helps. It's made out of another red cap.
Which
Don't give me
part
that
is-
look. He tried to eat me.
I'm not giving you a look. The scythe handle is a red cap.
The whole thing is a red cap.
This so the scythe blade is a red cap. The scythe handle is also a red cap. Is this the scythe hand? I assumed the scythe handle was made out of wood. Is it made out of wood?
No.
I have made some assumptions here.
Also, sometimes red caps do have metal teeth, so this is not very weird.
The metal, yeah, the metal teeth, that makes more sense. I assumed, like, I'm just imagining like I was imagining like a wooden shaft.
Most things Lakota owns have something bony about them, one way or the other.
I
Is
use
this-
every part of the animal.
Oh, it's really fascinating. So, I wonder if red cap teeth are made of hardenable steel or if they are made of like a softer material. Ooh, that's interesting. That is both Rhea and Anil very, very curious about this.
What's your carbon content?
Yeah. I want to know what the carbon. I want to know the exact carbon content of red cap teeth. Okay, so
Look, I,
I think I might need this bone spear handle. It's you're glowing and it's glowing and I just gotta figure this shit out. Some random fuck in a pool told me to find it.
I'm always glowing, but I don't know you like that, so I'm thinking you mean like magic shit.
Yeah.
There's a guy in a pool?
Yeah, there was a guy in a pool. He disappeared. Max saw the same thing, but also another person. It's weird down there. Don't go down there. It's trippy
No,
as
I want to
fuck.
go. I want to go down there now.
Do you want to feel like you're on LSD?
I mean, I could
I
take
feel
a
like
trip.
that's a silly question.
I know, right? I was like, yes?
I kind of want to know what pool dude wants with my scythe.
All right, yeah. Go. Let's go check out Pool Dude. You can see if maybe I'll see him too, and if not, you can tell me what he says.
We'll good cop, bad cop the pool dude.
Okay.
All right, in fairness,
Wait, which of you is good cop?
Neither of them.
was gonna say bad
If
cop,
I-
That's
bad
what
cop.
makes it work.
Exactly.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Listen,
More accurate.
yeah, that is just the rule for cops in the real world too. You
True.
just have bad cop or worse cop.
The worst cop who offers you the water.
ACAB. Anyway, what was I gonna say? If you do head back down there, you can go back down. Nobody will stop you. The marquee is still down there. I also do want to point out that Cormac saw the empty coffin. You're the only one who saw the dude, and you're still the only one who saw the dude.
I thought Cormac saw two people.
No, he saw two. He saw two empty coffins,
Okay, I thought for some reason he saw.
but he only saw
a
the
person.
second coffin open after you saw the dude.
Okay, all right.
Just for clarification.
Is this like a
Thank
pool dude that like answers questions? Like he'll answer one question like per millennia.
No, he seems like a shithead.
Also, I want to check that Cormac got that list of visions, the marquee.
yes,
Shared with him. Okay.
I just pulled it up for reference.
We can like pause this for a little bit because this is taking over the course of like a couple hours, so we can let other people talk.
Yes.
I do want to say for the record, I have a singular question for the marquee. I need to know if the pool dude abides.
He has no idea what you're talking about, so he just
doesn't
kind of
have to.
stares at you. He's like, "Oh, this kind. I have no idea. I just read the visions." Iris,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
Iris is probably on her way out of the underground chamber of sadness.
I don't
And
remember that Harry Potter book.
Iris Diarmuid in the chamber of sadness. Everybody always skips the second one anyway. Iris is probably making her way back upstairs to like surface level. She still feels very weird about this place, and is probably going to try to go to her room to collect herself a bit.
Okay. While you're passing through the house, you see a room with an open door in it. In it is a androgynous looking person, not quite certain to assign gender to this person. They are painting and they are very absorbed in it. And as you watch them, you are going to need to roll a difficulty 8 willpower roll.
Why?
Not a bad thing. You just need to roll a willpower roll.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. One success, and it's not even on the rainbow die. The rainbow die's failing me now.
Okay. You have the urge to go into the room with this person and paint with them.
Hi there. Do you mind if I join you? I'm not really, if you have, like, the round brush type.
They go, "Oh, hello. New friends. I'm Ulan."
Iris.
Goes, they go, "Absolutely. Let me get you a canvas." And I keep doing this. They rummage through the room looking for a blank canvas for you, and they give it to you and say, "I know we're going to be great friends."
I'm sorry, Iris totally knows this, but Michelle is drawing a blank.
Mhm.
What was the name again?
Ulan.
How do I spell that?
Ulan.
Ulan. Oh, of course, Ulan. I'm sure too. Do you use watercolor, acrylic, or oil-based?
They go, I usually use oil, but I have some of everything. So they go to this case that is covered in paint, as all artist cases are, and open it up, and there's like every different type of color, every type of painting medium you could possibly ever desire.
Is that the limited edition Vanta Black?
I mean,
You're not Anish Kapoor, are you?
no. Although they are a changeling.
Everything makes sense.
They go, "I know, it's terrible though, so we don't talk about them."
Okay, we do. As long as you are no way related to.
No, definitely not. Okay. Anyways, I don't know why we're whispering. It just sounded fun to whisper.
It's always fun. I like you.
Like you two, I have been studying with the Marquis, and I think I translated one of my visions, and I think it was you. So that's awesome.
I hope it was a nice vision.
They go, "I mean, I don't know how to translate visions into good or bad yet. I'm just excited when I understand them even a little bit."
You know,
That's a mood.
When I was off in boarding school, we learned about art theory and how different colors and different line shapes can inflict mood.
They go, yes, absolutely. And I enjoy enhancing everyone's mood with my art.
So anyway, I don't know why, but I feel like painting something. I don't know what yet, but maybe if I just work on some perspective lining here. And she's gonna start
Okay.
painting.
So what is happening here is when this person indulges one of their passion, which happens to be painting in this case, people around them get caught up in their creative frenzy. So your normal inhibitions will be lowered in this setting. Social conventions will mean a little bit less. It is not a like passionate frenzy or anything like that. It's just a painting room. So, but you know, you don't have to, you would feel free to do and say things you wouldn't normally say in this setting.
Let's see here. And I think there's gonna be a nice little castle, because I like castles.
And while Iris is doing this, I'm going to move on to Gray, Cormac, and Annunciata. What are the three of you doing?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure what Gray would want to be doing at this moment.
Okay.
What about Cormac and Annunciata? I feel like Gray would turn to them and just be like, so.
Great.
Yeah, that's me.
You're good with words, right?
Sometimes. So they tell me.
I'd like your help writing a letter. Could you do that?
Ooh. Yeah, I'd love to.
Thank you. My kid's birthday is coming up in about a month or so, and I wanted to write something to him, and it's been a minute, and I'm nervous, and I think I just need some moral support.
Oh. How old are they?
He's turning 9.
It's an important age.
Yeah, but you know, you do the writing thing, and I think I failed every English class I ever took.
I feel like it's impossible to fail English just
Bitch, watch.
because it's so subjective, and anyone who fails other people in English just doesn't understand. Anyway, I am happy to help you with this. Just it means like talking to me about your past and like your feelings. Are you okay with that?
I mean, I don't see how my past is relevant, but I got a lot of feelings we can talk about.
Well, like, when was the last time you saw them? What is their name?
Connor, I saw him about 3 years ago.
Okay. So it's been a while. Does work keep you from visiting?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I think I heard Lakoko mention Bionicles earlier. He loves Legos, which I think
Aw.
it reminded me, and that's on the mind.
Sounds creative.
Definitely.
Do you want to
What?
work on this right now, or?
Whenever you have time, I just wanted to let you know. As I said, it was something that crossed my mind. It's not urgent, but it's something I thought about, and everything's starting to get quiet. I know I could use a little bit of quiet time myself after our little hallucinogenic eruption.
Your hallucination. Your
Wait, that's not everybody.
hallucinations.
You didn't.
No,
Oh, right. You didn't want to.
I resisted.
Fucking Selkie didn't want to touch the water.
Also, at that, you are struck with another pang of longing for the ocean in a more intense fashion. I know you have been feeling that recently, but your encounter with the pool downstairs has made it that much more close to the surface.
So when Cormac says, like, the Selkie didn't want to touch the water, Gray, like, gets visibly sad and, like, I don't want to talk about that.
Did I say something wrong?
Not intentionally. I just the ocean's so far away.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was kind of insensitive, wasn't it? Oh, shit.
Annunciata, at about this point, Madden says to you, I know you wanted to go back to your room. Do you still want to go back to your room? I still will sit outside the door.
No.
Like a
What?
squire.
Let them do their thing. I think I'm just gonna get some rolls and sit outside.
Okay, at this point, the four of you, Gray, Cormac, Annunciata, and Madden, get pelted with a water balloon. It says, attack! And a child of about 10 with most of the household's dogs just runs out of a room very excitedly.
Cormac screams, defend! Evelyn immediately grabs Gray and just puts her in front of him.
And
Rude!
brings up her wings and covers herself.
Do I have a thing that I can do?
And
Can I use Skycraft on this?
I mean, you can definitely use Skycraft to blow the water back. You can also use your Waycraft to hopscotch away. So Cormac can attempt to grab you, and you can be 30 feet somewhere else very quickly.
I'm gonna use Skycraft to blow the water away. I feel like that would be my first instinct.
So spend a glamour on that. I'm not going to have you roll for it because it's not a contested
Okay.
thing. It is a 10-year-old who is trying to hit you with a water balloon.
I will fuck him up.
So
Children.
the 10-year-old gets blasted with the water backwards again, and he looks sort of stunned. And Annunciata's wings have come up. The dogs are all running around, like excitedly barking around this little 10-year-old, and he's like, I have severely misjudged everything.
You have!
The wings go up almost like in a full blown arc. She puts her staff down, the one that Anil made, and she'll go, of course you misjudged. How could you ever think that you'd actually beat us? And then she'll put the thing to him and say, and she'll because she has already done her sonar, she knows where the kid is, she'll gently boop him in the nose with the staff and go, got your nose.
He brandishes a toy sword at you and says, I will defeat you, villain!
No, you won't.
I love this kid.
The dogs are also very much on his side, so clearly this kid lives here.
She'll go, come and find me. And then she will actually fly towards the main doors.
He runs after you very excitedly. He's not introduced himself, but he is running around like he owns the place. He will chase you around the house for a while. If you do manage to stop him for any, less dramatic pronouncements of how he's going to defeat everybody that he runs into currently, his name is Nicholas.
Aww.
Good name.
Also, if you can manage to get him to excitedly stop throwing water balloons at anybody who passes him for any amount of time, you will discover that the Marquis and the Marquise are his parents.
I mean, I guess that.
I
He
wonder who he gets it from.
he also doesn't seem to be awakened yet, if he is in fact a changeling himself. He's definitively allowed to see the enchantment, but he's just a 10-year-old with some water balloons. Lakota and Anil, it is entirely possible that you might walk in the middle of this because it just kind of chases around the house for as long as he's allowed to keep doing this.
If Anne hears the door open, she'll make her way to try and fly out.
Okay, yeah. You probably can get past him. The other members of the household seem to think this is pretty normal, so he will also just attack them randomly too, because he's clearly upset that he didn't get to ride out for the attack. He's just running around practicing his, defend the house with water balloons. His mother does catch him eventually and tells him to stop bothering everybody, but it's very resigned because she also would run around with water balloons and hit everybody if she was allowed to.
Does he throw a water balloon at Neil?
Of course, if you were wandering by, it's a 10-year-old. What do you want?
I mean, if there's any coming our way, just because I don't know if it's gonna like melt the decaying tree heads, I'll try to snag them with my repentile tongue.
Okay, you roll me a dex, a dex and athletics check for that.
Neil will try to catch the kid, pull out a knife, and pop all of the water balloons.
Oh shit!
You monster.
She's a huge bitch. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let me just add,
Cormac is offended.
add an extra
I'm also a little upset.
Right, you fucking cunt.
I'm also upset.
third little angry sign next to your name.
I am also upset. Do not blame me for role-playing.
I am
I'm not
not
blaming
responsible
you.
for Anil's actions.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not blaming you, I'm blaming Anil.
That's 8 for me eating the balloons on the crit.
Yeah, you definitively get the balloons and eat them. The child seems to think this is amazing, especially your tongue, because he's never seen a tongue that long before. He's like, "Can I get one of those?" He looks at somebody and he's like, "Will my tongue grow that long?" And he starts pulling on his tongue, trying to like make it grow. He's very excited.
That's actually kind of. You don't want to do that though. You'll hurt yourself. This doesn't work like that. You'll fuck yourself up.
Did you
You
do
just
this?
eat your vegetables and you'll get a big tongue.
That's definitely how it works, and no one is lying.
Practice, 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 and you'll get a big tongue.
You sound like my dad.
Wait,
Guess what? Mom doesn't like vegetables either.
I mean, if you don't like vegetables, you could just eat tongues, and then you'll get a big tongue.
Because
That's logical. You are what you eat.
I think I read somewhere that you can eat cow's tongue, and then he runs off going, "Mrs. Finnegan, do we
You
have
can
a-"
eat any type of tongue. If you're brave enough.
If you're not a weenie.
Anything is edible if you're not a coward.
At least once.
At least once.
Elena
God, I
runs
fucking
by.
hate children. They suck.
Elena runs by and goes, "I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm so sorry," and runs by after him again.
Are we
It's
coming
fine,
from
I'll
But
just
I
hold that
have
part
to
for
say
everyone
that I
else.
am.
okay.
If we're coming from the pool, I definitely drank from it.
Weird shit happens if you drink from it. Look, Oka.
Yeah,
Did you drink?
All right.
from the pool?
I did.
Okay, you get an extra glamour above and beyond what you have, just a temporary glamour point on that. You do get hallucinations from it, though.
I do want to say for the record, Rhea does not hate children. Rhea is a mother and a good one.
We know.
For the record.
Characters are
For all
allowed to hate
intents-
children.
For all intents and purposes, our characters are allowed the ability to hate children, and then they don't reflect the abilities of our players, the cast, or our storyteller. Your discretion is advised.
So,
Side effects may also include
exploding puppies. Yes, I know.
side effects may also include exploding puppies, irritating water balloons, unexplained beehives, guns with hair guns, and
Edible vehicles.
edible vehicles.
What Lakoka sees. Lakoka, you see yourself as part of a trinity. It is a bit ambiguous because the faces on the trinity change over time. You see 3 white-haired women with different masks on. You become the one with the crow's mask on. You see 3 people with 3 different weapons, and then you see the onrushing snow and you with a weapon, and then the vision goes dark.
I definitely drank from it by like just dunking my whole head in and just like inhaling.
The Marquis definitively took you by the hair and dragged you back up and said, "You will not," and used dictum. Now, you can still swallow in that moment, but no.
Yeah, no, I swallow. Whenever I snap out of it, I definitely stare like, triangles and birds.
Marquis is like, what is with you? And your whole group trying to drink from our balefire.
Me.
I had to ask your pool guy something, but I didn't see the pool guy.
I didn't drink from it.
What pool guy? Okay. I know better than ask this question because I see lots of things in this room. What did you see?
I saw some witches with weapons, but I was one, and I had a bird mask, and then there was snow.
He goes, descriptive. He clearly gets out a notebook and witches with bird masks. I was one. Snow. He goes,
Don't forget the triangle.
Triangle. Yes, triangle. He's like, how could I forget the triangle? But he has literally written it down.
It's a triangle, so you have to write down y equals mx plus b. You gotta use the Python theory to find the hippopotamus.
He goes, just leave my balefire alone. Go.
Fine.
He goes, seriously?
I'll take my general heads and start my own balefire.
Okay. By the way, you did like dunking your head in the balefire does in fact get your general heads wet. Nothing happens to them. They just smell more like dead leaves.
Okay.
Does anybody notice Iris is missing at any point?
No.
Once it settles down, I mean, once Anil and I arrive, once everything settles down and the kid leaves, I'll probably be like,
I think Gray would also notice, yeah.
Yeah.
Anunziakata made it outside the door. She's
Yeah.
outside.
I will check on Anunziakata in a minute.
Oh, that's fine.
Then what I'm going to say here is the rest of the evening is pretty normal. Elena does show up again to tell you that the battle is not quite done, but it is happening in the dreaming space of the house, and there will be rotations going in and out throughout the night. She doesn't recommend you go in there, though, with her because it is a maze within the dreaming to actually be in the house. That's why they were forced in there. You are welcome to spend the night again with them. She has not taken away her offer of hospitality, so you assume it stands until she says she's done with it. So, also, dinner was amazing. That ham was like incredible. Mrs. Finnegan is the best. The rolls were like the least cool thing on the menu, and they were really good.
The ham just needed to be in the oven for a little bit longer. This is fine. No worries.
Exactly. She also gets really offended if you don't eat it. And is definitively the type of woman to take 2 extra gallons of ice cream out of the freezer and refuse to put them back in the freezer until everybody eats them.
I got her covered.
Iris is probably still painting because she's just is finally relaxed for the first time in what feels like months.
Oh.
First time in forever.
Is definitely interested in what you paint. They are painting themselves, but they are painting nice.
That kid's beautiful.
I love it.
That is gorgeous. Ulan is painting a blue space with a glowing bluish purple center. It is a oil swath. It sort of has like a galaxy feel to it, but it might also be underwater, and just the interior is bright and glowing like it's something they've seen before.
Iris finger painted.
Ulan is here for it. Indulge your creativity.
So there's me, and I'm wearing both like a dress and armor because who says a girl can't be strong and brave? And there's a castle, and there's my dog back home.
He goes, they go, your dog? You have a dog? Tell me about the puppies. We love puppies.
Oh, Corey's such a good dog.
The storyteller is dead. Okay. They go, Corey is such a great name for a dog. Girl or boy?
Oh, she's a girl. She's a lab.
Oh, do you have
A
pictures?
lab beagle mix. found her one day and asked Mom and Dad if we could adopt her, 'cause she was just out on the Lonesome Street, and normally they would have gotten it from like a breeder, but I wanted this one.
Lon's like, how old are you?
That's a rude question. Who asks a lady her age?
Someone who's concerned you're above the age of consent.
It's been a while, okay? Like,
Okay. No, I'm more concerned that you were asking your parents to own a dog.
it was when I was a young girl.
Okay. So the dog is older now.
Yeah, they died.
This is the saddest story I have been told. in a
But
while.
I've always been told that dogs never really die, they just explode into glitter.
Ulan's just blinking. They go, I don't know if I need to paint this or cry. Probably both.
Well, that's what I wanted to draw, like my perfect fairy tale.
Aw. Ulan's like, would you let me paint your perfect fairy tale?
Well, what are friends for?
Sounds like a trap.
Awesome. And Ulan begins to paint you whatever you describe for them. I am going to say that unless anybody has anything major to do, you are successfully able to go to bed tonight.
Is it bad that the dog was the best part of this sketch? Look at the tiny little dog face.
The beehive
so
is definitely up
talented.
there. I love it.
Adorable.
But yeah,
What
that's
horrible dreams are we having?
one of the reasons
Actually, I
why
need to
Iris
check
calls
on Anansia
Cormac
Cotta before
Corey.
we deal with what happens after you go to sleep.
I had one thing to do before I went to bed.
Okay? What would you like to do?
The kid, shame on me. His name was what? Like
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yep.
Wow. I was off. I thought it was like an O word. Anyway, I'm gonna find Nicholas
Okay.
before bedtime, and I am going to tell him to meet me very early in the morning at the top of the staircase with a bucket full of water balloons. The earlier, the better. If he can wake up before dawn.
Nicholas is like, Mom's always waking me up early, so sure, that'll be fun.
Perfect.
What's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't ask before I tried to defeat you. I defeated you, right?
Absolutely. It was gruesome and horrible. My name's Corey.
I'm Nicholas.
I knew.
He's definitely told you this at least 3 times.
Good.
So you'll remember the name of the person who defeated you very epically.
Exactly. I will roll to see if he wakes up super early for you.
I want you to roll all
all my
10s for
business.
this.
He actually successfully is up pretty early. He's not up as early as his mom, but he's definitely up early. He's definitely up before his dad.
We'll deal with that later.
Yep. Anansia Cotta. Now out on the property, things seem to go back to normal very quickly. Out there, the vines become just normal grapevines. There's the sound of stuff going on pretty much all through the night, largely because the forge stays open 24/7, but the rest of it is quiet the way agriculture is in the evening. There's not a lot you can do once the sun goes down. And how long do you stay out there, and where do you sit?
She'll make her way probably to some part of either the front house or the side of it. Probably, if at all, close to any kind of wooding or any open area. She'll just sit down. She'll stay there until either somebody brings her in or she falls asleep there.
Okay. I'm going to say you go out towards the side of the house because there is more wooded property towards that side and you don't have to deal with like the front entrance to the freehold. It's very quiet. It's a little soothing after all the noise and all the things you had to do. And nobody really bothers you out there because, again, it's an agricultural thing. And so people are, chilling for the evening, settling down with their friends, playing cards, that kind of shit. And as you're sitting out there just half dozing, you hear a growl and you see golden eyes waiting for you in the woods. They don't come closer.
I'm sure she's hearing all this, and in like her third eye, she's seeing it.
Yep, I mean, you can feel those golden eyes boring into you.
She'll get up and walk towards him.
Okay. Oddly, while you're walking towards these eyes you can see in the back of your head, you don't run into anything. It's like there's a path being created for you. You walk until you are fully in the woods and it grows dark. And you can feel the breath of the wolf right next to you.
She'll move her hand out if the wolf wants to sniff her.
The wolf is at least up to your hip.
Mm-hmm.
It's very large. It doesn't make any threatening motions towards you. It seems like the background growl is always going on. If you reach out and touch the wolf, you can share a bit of consciousness with it.
She'll try and gently like pet the top of its head.
Okay. One thing you do notice about the presence of the wolf here is for a freehold as well guarded and as sensitive to attack, but you has noticed the wolf is here.
Okay.
When you touch the wolf, you, with your particular talents, get several visions of things all at once. You see a field that was green wither and no seed be replanted in it. You see the same field, only this time the original seeds were golden shining people who grew into great vines and then didn't wither and then fell to dust. You see a portal and you see a great swath of what seems to be sleeping people.
Okay.
You see an argument. And you see the story of Prometheus.
Oh, Lord.
And then you are alone in the woods.
She'll look to see, or she'll move to feel if the wolf is still there.
There's not even a sound of a growl or smell of fur.
She'll slowly turn around and go back.
Okay.
And then go into the house and search for Gray.
You don't get all the way back before you're met by Madden, who is searching for you before he goes to bed. And he's calling, Annunciata, which is very loud.
Just being so nice here. She will walk towards the house because Slowly can't scream back.
Mm-hmm. When he sees you, he'll be like, oh, sorry. I was worried because I was going to bed and you hadn't come back, and then I couldn't find you. And all right, I'm being weird, but are you okay?
I just met a wolf in the woods.
He goes, no, you're not allowed to start talking about wolves too. I cannot. I can't do it twice.
But I pet it and it shared visions with me.
Because this house makes everybody crazy and see hallucinations.
I beg your pardon.
I
am not crazy.
No, I just mean the hallucinations don't make a whole lot of sense ever, even when they're real prophecy, and they worry me.
Madden, I'm a fortune teller. I deal with soothsaying. What do you think I do?
What do the cards say?
God damn it.
Swear to goodness, if you get Major Arcana again.
It's gonna be the tower.
Emperor, Six of Swords, the Tower, Page of Swords.
Fuck.
Always the tower.
God fucking damn it.
We just live in the tower.
Shuffled in.
All I do is shuffle. When they drop off, they drop off.
I know, I'm still mad about it though.
Put them in the freezer!
What? You don't do that to tarot cards. It doesn't
Yeah,
work
they'll be-
that way.
You'll be big mad about it.
But dice are different.
Yeah, they will get big mad.
They get hella mad. And
I love the tower.
we live in the tower pretty much. She'll go, the cards are off, or the cards are telling me the Emperor's coming. Pretty much following after the Six of Swords, which that means a journey with the Tower and then the Page of Swords. And that means a challenge.
Goes, I feel like I've seen all this before.
And then Anansikata will tell Madden the visions she had just seen.
I'm like, I'm not. He goes, I really hoped that that Laurel was right sometimes, that it was all just made up, that it was a trick of the dreaming.
Why would she say that? It's farther from the truth.
Because, and he frowns and he goes, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
Okay, are you under an oath?
Yes.
That's fair. So she's trying to hide the truth through oaths. That's sad.
He goes,
You
I
can't
thought it
talk
was-
about it. Can you write about it?
He goes, I tried. The last time I tried, I was attacked.
By whom?
Chimera from dreaming.
So you are not allowed to communicate it in any way, shape, or form.
Correct. I can tell you he spoke of the wolf because you've seen the wolf yourself.
I felt the wolf. I really don't see it. I just see a whole bunch of yellow eyes all around me.
My metaphors are incorrect. I appreciate that. But the wolf has been experienced by you.
I'm teasing with words. It's fine. Trying to get you to smile a moment.
He goes, I will smile a lot more when I feel like you're safe in a freehold and I'm not losing people again. That will make me feel better.
What happens when you part ways with us? You can't protect us all.
He goes, no, and I'm not going to try. I'm not a fucking Gwydion.
Good, because that would just lead you to a lot more heartache.
He goes, I'm a Fiona. I
I'm
live
aware
in
of this.
space.
Yes, that's why I keep my feelings and heart close to my chest.
He goes, that doesn't work either, but okay.
It does work. I've been doing it for quite some time now.
He goes, okay, can I convince you at least to just go inside so I can just feel a little bit better that everybody's not.
She'll move her hand to try and find him for a moment.
He's like right in front of you, so
And she'll go, good, take me to Gray.
okay. And he'll take you back in the house. Gray, are you already asleep?
That depends on if Cormac wanted to work on the letter before bed.
Not tonight.
Okay, so then yes.
Okay. There will be a soft knock on the door for you. You also probably got a text message from Madden that says, "Are you awake?" Because he typed in, "Are you up?" and then went.
Response, you're not really my type.
He goes, No, Annunciata wants to see you, and I figured it was easier if I texted.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
So you're prepared for the knock when it comes, and it's Madden and Annunciata.
I open the door for them and like wave them inside.
As you see Annunciacata, what I texted you comes to your mouth.
Oh. Gray will have this moment, kind of processes it, looks at Madden, then at Annunciacata and says, "This is Annunciacata's last life."
You're correct.
And you know this to be true. And Madden just kind of goes, "That, hi."
Hello. Well, now that secret's out.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't like spitting out people's secrets, and I try not to.
Gray, this is something I've known since I awoke, or went through my dreaming.
I know. That's the only reason I let it happen. Sometimes I can stamp them down, but
Don't be you.
I figured you probably
Well,
already.
Well, at least Madden knows.
Yes.
Explains a lot too.
Why?
It just figures. Like, I need to just tattoo Fiona on my head and move on with my life.
Look, it's a secret. It's a quiet secret that not many of us know. It's very quiet in my kith. We are the end.
Gray helps Annunciacata to a seat. So that way, no awkward standing.
Madden's like, I can stay or go. I just was worried she was outside and then she wanted to see you, so I'm easy. Not cheap, but easy.
Yes, it's a Snickers bar, isn't it?
Look, I love Snickers, but like I don't need to be invasive. Okay, I do need to be invasive, but I don't need to be this invasive.
It's up to Annunciacata.
You're fine. And she's
Close
gonna
the door.
He does.
She'll tell Gray that she met the wolf.
The wolf.
The wolf that is always behind us, that's been chasing us.
What's your impression of the wolf?
It's change.
So a while back, one of my true statements or inconvenient statements was that the wolf seeks only to protect.
Correct.
But we're not really sure who or what and whether it applies to us.
I think it's trying to protect the continuation of us, the cycle, to keep the cycle moving so we're not stagnant.
A worthy goal.
What it showed me, and then Annunciacata will tell him the vision she just saw by petting the wolf. And she'll go, I saw those. It's a continuational cycle. I believe it. But as there are no more seeds being planted, it seems like more of the autumn is coming. You know what that means.
It means an end for a lot of us.
You're not wrong. And it has to protect the continuation.
Sometimes for new growth to occur, the old growth must end.
And be cut down and be replanted, yes.
I have to tell you something that's been on my mind.
Sure, go for it.
Do you remember our first adventure together when we had to go get the cup?
Mm-hmm.
And I had that moment where I said a broadsword would grant us safe passage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw a person holding a broadsword.
Yes.
What if we took that too literally and it wasn't the broadsword itself, but the person holding it? What if we made a mistake?
There are mistakes in interpretation. However, at times, some things are quite literal. It's all on who learns and applies the statement in which you bring. The broadsword did bring us quick flight out of there. The person who is holding the cup, the person who wants the cup, could be a broadsword as well. I mean, I think she was a broad. She sounded like a woman. I can't tell nowadays. But I look at her,
Terry was a woman.
but it could be the literal or the symbolic. I think it was the literal in this sense because it did give us safety out of there, remember? But at the same point, the autumn tournament or the autumn rebellion, I can't tell you whether it's going to bring more death of us or allow us to change. All I know is that, as you said before, this is my last life. I need to make something count.
What do you think we should do?
Well, we're under contract to the murder court. We are in a murder court freehold. The problem is, at the moment we turn the cup over, we no longer have that protection. So how long do we hold the cup at bay? And then how long is it until we turn around and give it to one or the other? And then we have to face our fates.
And I think that's an excellent moment to take a break because the next segment will be something equally dramatic. So thank you everyone for sticking with us, and we'll see you all in 10 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us, and we're going to pick up with that cliffhanger moment, which we've managed to do in the middle of an episode, so congrats to us. Anyways, everybody does go to sleep tonight. You find it fairly easy to do so. Again, it feels relatively safe here in terms of your personal security. You do, however, all wake up in the same dream. And Iris, you see Ulan there. Ulan is having a very multicolored paint party in everybody's dream.
Oh my goodness, this is so much fun.
And I'm going to need everybody to roll their willpower.
I forget how willpower works. I have 4 dots. 2 of them are already ticked off.
Just roll the 4 dice.
That's 4 on a crit for me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
2 for me.
Okay.
What's the DC?
It's an 8.
Perfect.
Rolled 110, so yeah, stale.
Mm-hmm. So,
That is a 6 for me.
okay. Everybody above a 3, you do not feel the urge to join in this satyrs paint party. Everybody else, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks hedonistic and indulgent. And this person has goat legs. While Iris, you could not see the goat legs while they were a person just painting in a room. This is a satyr.
Oh my goodness, this is so wonderful. Like, Iris is just like
Oh.
caught in just pure, unadulterated joy.
Ulan turns around and goes, "Oh, new friends! Come on! This is the best. You have to join me."
Well, I guess I don't have a choice.
Nope.
Come on, everyone! Haven't I told you guys about my friend?
Nope.
Sure, sounds like fun.
So the gift of Pan does not force anyone to partake in any particular activity, but it removes inhibitions that might normally keep someone from indulging. So rather than creating a new passion, it causes you to fall into your pre-existing ones.
Fucking awesome. All right. Cormac strips off all his clothes and starts body painting himself.
Ulan is delighted. They think it's a fantastic expression.
It damn well is.
Exactly. Ulan's like, I'm sorry everyone got caught up in my dream, but I was supposed to be guarding the top end of the house while we deal with our unwelcome visitors. Hi, I'm Ulan.
Good morning. I think.
Hello. I'm Anil.
You seem sad. Do you not like to paint?
No, not my thing. I think what I'll really want to do is work on my woodworking.
Okay, so if you see Lakota and the heads that Lakota took in the last battle, they are all now completely made out of wood. They seem to be tree people, so they are tree wood.
I will woodworking and try to recreate some of them. I'm not gonna carve those. Like, those are already finished. I'm going to try to replicate them.
Sorry. Ulan is going to roll a charisma and empathy. Anybody who wants to resist their good mood, needs to roll something to do so. So probably intelligence or wits and your own empathy.
I'm gonna see if
Difficulty standard.
I'm gonna see if Iris just snaps out of it. For one time, what's the DC?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got 2 successes, so I am almost assuredly happy.
Oh no.
Everybody below a 5 is caught up in their good mood.
Iris broke out of
I,
it.
it sucks. I hate being in a good mood.
All right, who wants a hug?
Iris broke out of her good mood.
You don't have to break out of your good mood if you don't want to. I just,
I just think it's hilarious that she does.
yes.
He follows you into your dreams, apparently.
Also, Iris, Cormac is just over there body painting himself.
Look, if this doesn't put you in a good mood, I don't know what to do for you, ma'am.
What's going on? I can't see.
Ulan goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was having a bit of a paint party down here. I'm Ulan.
You're painting the room?
They look around and they're like, well, I mean, I guess it's a room. It's a dream, so would you like it to be a room?"
I don't know. Why? I'm confused.
Annunciata at a loss for words. Will the wonders ever cease?
Ulan
Probably
goes, well, our new guests or invaders, whichever you want to think of them as, do seem to have a lot of ability to impact dreams. So I'm here, and I'm here to make sure that the dreams stay non-violent.
Is that why I'm having sore cheeks because I can't stop smiling?
Ulan's like, but you're happy.
That's a smile.
You know, since I don't normally do this.
Oh, go like, and do you mind if you go like this to your face? It will help loosen those muscles.
Do what to my face?
You put your fingertips on your cheeks where it hurts, and then you go in little counterclockwise. That's very important. Counterclockwise circles to massage it.
Which way is clockwise? Which way is counterclockwise?
Towards your ears. And you make little circles, or there we go.
Is this how this works? Because I don't feel very good like this.
Less aggressive, more just moving.
Ulan, when they see how Annunciata feels about being happy, immediately becomes crushed. And all the colors go out of the paint party they're having. And now it's just grayscale for everybody who can see in here.
Aww.
Oh, hey, it's a portrait of me.
And they sit down and they look very unhappy. They're like, I try so hard to make everybody happy with my painting. And they burst into tears.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh,
No,
beans.
no.
So for everybody who wants to know something about some satyrs, because we all know about satyrs, right? Satyrs are really good at getting people involved in their passions. However, they are prone to intense mood swings. So they go from one opposite to the other very, very quickly, depending on what you reflect back at them.
No. We were doing show you faces. Ulan, look. I'm now a fish.
I have to do a funny face now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd like it.
She will actually pull off her glasses. Are you ready?
Ulan nods and then goes, "Oh, yes!" Ulan says, I think you're probably too pretty to make funny faces. And they turn to Iris and goes, "Your funny face is great, though." And the color starts coming back up.
Oh, good.
Rude.
Have they
I'm just
made
gonna take my 6 dots in appearance and get out of here.
Are they happy now?
sad.
I know I am.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought she was talking to Iris about being pretty.
No.
No, that was directed at you.
What?
Ulan,
Apparently, you're too pretty to make
Oh.
funny faces.
I don't get it either, but I will.
Ulan's
I'm
like, well, I mean,
confused.
Hey, there's someone for everybody.
she're always kind of like dramatic looking. You see enough of them, and like, you know, they're great. You're not pretty. He's like, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh no. Okay, so Cormac is gonna swoop in before he starts crying again. Stairs are relatively small, right?
They're just on the floor, but Ulan is not necessarily small. They're fairly tall. They're just, easily engrossed in things.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best to haul him off the ground, and I'm gonna drag him over to the.
Sorry, I keep doing this, so it's my fault, but Ulan is non-binary, so they are they.
Okay.
Say that.
Drag him over to one of the trees, and start painting faces on one of them, and invite them to do the same. And I'm gonna ask. So, are you the only one around here that can do this in the dreams?
Ulan watches you paint and goes, hey, you're actually pretty good at this. And they start to level out a bit. They're less, oh my God, or very sad. And the emotions start like leveling in the room. And the passion of the painting they were doing seems to leave. So everybody can now return to how they feel about things in general because Ulan has got concentrated on something else.
Oh God,
Oh,
thank God.
good.
And
Throughout this whole thing, Lakoka has been like drinking different colored paints because she wants to see how far she can projectile vomit a rainbow.
roll me a
That checks.
strength and athletics check. I just want to know.
Live your life, live your dreams, bud.
Ulan says, no, I'm not the only one who can do this. In fact, the Marquis and Marquise are like farther down right now. I'm just supposed to make sure that everybody stays safe up here.
Oh, I see. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you.
They go, I was trying. I thought painting would make everybody happy. Everybody gets weird when you just suddenly turn up in a dream together. And when the Marquis figured out that our invaders had a neuromancy, they asked me to make sure y'all all fell into my dream with me.
Those are seven.
Consent would have been nice.
Well,
Just saying.
they weren't sure it was going to go off or not.
Just saying. Heads up.
It's like a defense mechanism.
Fair, but a little head warning because why are you painting the room in what color?
Ulan looks around. They go, well, I'm painting it all the colors right now because it makes me happy.
Do you normally go into a room and just start painting on walls?
Ulan, can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Oh, why did you ask him that?
Ulan's like,
God damn it, Gray. Of all the things you have to ask.
Ulan's like, I absolutely can.
Oh, Christ. If I have to hear that song one more damn time.
Gray just cackles.
Ulan's like, I didn't say I could sing. I said I could paint with the wind.
Yes. Oh.
As they do this, the colors from their various paint pails come up and become a very multicolored paint rainbow that's splashing around in this room of indefinite size. However, while this is happening, I need to
But with my vomit rainbow, that's a double rainbow.
So
what does
Anil
it
will do
mean?
one more thing in this stream. Anil's gonna go over to Gray and just be like, hey, this might be the dream talking, but can I give you a kiss? That's what I really want to fucking do.
Okay.
And she does.
Don't ask, don't get.
So after that very just chill kissing thing that happened there.
No chill. Anil has zero chill.
Also, to be fair,
Nor should Emil.
you are near a satyr, so this is not like
Yeah, but it's just inhibitions. Yeah, this is fine.
um part of the end of the room of indefinite size, which Annunciata, this is a dream. And so you realize slowly that you can see this dream. Whether it looks like it actually looks like to everybody else, but as it's described to you, you get to a sense of what you think it looks like. It has an image.
Does she see everyone else there
Yes.
as they are?
Not necessarily as Annunciata would imagine it in her dream.
She'd walk over to Iris and gently touch the beehive as if she could normally, like as if it was right there. She'll just go, is that what it looks like?
That's my hair.
That's your hair.
We just had a conversation about consent.
I'm sorry.
That's why I asked.
But I'm seeing it. I don't see. I thought it was an illusion. Sorry.
Annunciata, what does it look like to you?
It's about 3 feet tall. And it's in this perfectly smoothed beehive with her having ringlets all over the side. And it's got flowers, different colored flowers in her hair. And she has ropes of pearls and diamonds and different semi-precious gems all over it. And it sparkles.
Okay. Well, it definitely looks like that to you. Iris, your hair looks like your hair normally looks.
It's just my hair.
But how did you get the flowers in it? And the pearls? And all the... It looks... I've never seen hair like this before. It's fantastic. I'm actually... And she will actually take off her glasses again and go, I actually see your hair. I see it.
Ulan says, objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Guys, this is a dream.
But I don't see in my dreams.
It's just easier for my hair. This way, the humidity just makes it go.
But I haven't seen anyone in court with that hair before. In any of the courts I've been in.
A lot of people in courts haven't seen hair like mine before.
But it's amazing. Why don't you go yourself in more courts?
So, as you're having this discussion, one end of the room changes and Ulan starts to panic. Goes, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no.
No. I'm not doing that. That isn't me. And you see a raven, a cup, a autumn tree, a wolf, and a cairn of fire.
Does the wolf look like the one that Iris has seen before?
The eyes do match.
Are they just sitting there, or?
As they sit there, you see passageways open up behind them like doors that you can choose.
I don't go to the courts that much anymore, mostly because I'm traveling with you guys, but also because the courts aren't... I mean, the courts are the courts, but they aren't very nice.
Gosh, come with me. I'll take you to the Windy City, Dutchie. You'll enjoy Chicago. Trust me.
Ulan says, I think we should stay here. I don't know what those are. Guys, I don't know what those are.
Later on, when this is done. Not like this second.
I'm supposed to be on a plane home once all of this is done.
Yeah, my father will talk to your father. He'll be fine.
My people will call your people.
No one says no to a Rockefeller.
This is just a dream. We may as well enjoy it, right? And Cormac will approach the fire.
Okay. Do you open the door that is behind that fire? Okay. All other doors are now locked to you.
Interesting.
Can't remember what the doors are.
Okay. It is a raven. It is the wolf. It is an autumn tree. It is a fire. And oh God, I lost one.
Raven,
Was it the
cup,
Raven?
autumn
Raven and
tree,
cup.
Cairn, a
It's
fire.
the cup. Yep.
Cairn, C-A-I-R-N.
Yes.
Okay.
C-A-I-R-N. That's what it is.
K-A-R-E-N.
Yes,
No,
Karen.
C. Oh.
Just that short haircut.
I'll go for the bird.
Okay. Ulan panics as you go through these doors because they do not know what's behind it.
Seems like a bad idea.
Ulan's like, you understand. I don't know where they go.
I'm not going.
They're the ones who drank the lake water.
I have to follow the bird. The bird knows what the triangle witches are.
The bird may or may not be, in fact, equal to the word.
Indeed, which I have heard is the word.
We're not doing that.
No.
Enunciacata.
I am
Iris,
stepping on that.
What are you doing?
Give me a moment. Do, 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 do. Fuck. She'll go to the door where the wolf is.
Okay.
So she's being pulled there.
Okay.
Fuck.
And Iris. Corey has definitely just gone through a door.
Are any
For the
of the
record.
doors particularly appealing to one such, like, is there anything that makes any of the doors stand out from the others
Mm,
in Iris's eye?
I'm gonna roll something really quick.
I love asking the questions that result in dice rolls.
Hell yeah.
Yes, you are also drawn to the Cairn of Fire. And no, that isn't because
it's
Corey went
Corey.
behind it.
And she goes into the fire door.
Okay. If nobody else goes with them, the doors you choose will shut behind you after you pass through. And when the door is shut, it is no more.
Before I pass through the door, I want to use my pyretics to interact with the fire and
Okay.
bring the flame with it, or with me through the door as I pass through.
Okay, spend a glamour on that, and you
Mhm.
absolutely can do that.
Got it.
I won't make you roll because it's not an antagonistic fire. It's just a fire.
Felt appropriate.
Thank God it's not an antagonistic fire. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, no,
It's not sentient either.
nobody else is controlling it. So the two left behind, Ulan's like, I don't know where they went. I can't see them anymore.
It's not good. It's real not good.
This is very bad. Wait, where's
Graham,
Madden?
As you say that, because this was actually a thing that was going to happen in a minute here, Madden just appears in this paint party like, what? No! This is why I have insomnia.
Hey, Madden.
Something bad maybe just happened.
Yes. More than whatever has caused this room to be covered in paint.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Ulan's like,
Confusing, not bad.
hi, I'm Ulan. She's like, oh no, more satyrs. I do not want to be 6 inches tall anymore.
No, you're fine. You will not be turned 6 inches tall. You're fine.
She goes, is this my dream? Your dream? Am I dreaming about you? Somebody
Yes.
tell me. Okay.
All of them.
All right.
All of your questions. Yes.
Okay. He seems to start calming down as he like gets through all of his panicked questions at this. He's just like, okay, all right, okay, I'm okay.
So a bunch of doors just appeared, and Ulan has no idea what brought them. And Annunciata went through one of the doors, and it was seeing like you not at her side that made me realize that you weren't here with us.
Madden's like, oh, I feel like I belong. Aw.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I just haven't had any like new friends in like 50 years.
That's depressing.
He goes, yeah, because I couldn't leave Laurel. I feel that like that was established.
yeah,
Well, yeah, it still doesn't make it any less depressing.
it's just sad.
Like, thanks
Don't
for
worry,
reminding me.
At which point Ulan, like, its face falls and the paint starts turning gray again, and Mad's like, oh no, okay, no, I'm okay, I promise.
We
We're all-
broke the satyr. That is one big loud purr.
Sorry, I'll mute myself. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm
adorable. We love animals on this stream, except squirrels. We don't love squirrels on this stream.
We stand Oreo.
We do stand over
In
you.
Oreo.
I would have gone
So-
to get a kitten if I thought if we were gonna have
Purrs
kittens.
so loudly. I love him so much.
Archives
He's
the-
my little
Arch-
bean boy.
Archives of the Dragon and Development of Deep Magic do approve of all animals except for squirrels. Squirrels can be pukas and pukas can be jerks and pukas deserve to get punched across the field. Oreo is the best cat. Some restrictions they apply.
Anyway,
Ulan's like, okay, we can. There's a minute where they close their eyes, and then they shake themselves. They're like, I can't follow all of them. I can't follow all of them. They're not in my dream anymore.
but can you follow one?
Ulan tilts their head, and I'll find out if they can follow one of them. That was the shittiest roll I've had tonight. No, they cannot follow one of them.
Oh no, that's not good. Is there a way that any of us can track our wayward companions?
Ulan goes, dream space is like a dream, so technically if these doors have appeared here, you can probably follow one of them at a time.
Okay, I am not super concerned about Cormac and Iris because anything that happens, Cormac can protect Iris.
And Iris has a gun.
Iris does have a gun.
Wait, do we have our guns in the dream?
You don't know yet.
Okay.
My concern is mainly Annunciata because Lakoka can defend themselves as well.
Yeah. Do we split up, or do you and I stick together? And
I do not split the party.
Madden's like, I'm going wherever Annunciata went anyways. I feel like she thinks that people don't care about her, and it worries me on the inside.
Agree.
Thank
We
you.
see eye to eye.
Madden's like,
literally now.
I feel like she thinks that we're not friends or something, and like I haven't had friends in a really long time, and I lived in her purse for like several days, and I feel like that should make me her friend.
I worry that her expression of affection is just spending money on people.
Okay, so you and I are at least agreed we need to go find Annunciata.
Yes.
I don't want to go by myself. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
Ulan's like,
I think we should all stick together, and I think we should try to get Annunciata.
Ulan's like, if I go, this space will disappear. So
You should stay, because what if they come back?
Ulan's like, okay, but also, can any of you control dreams at all?
That's a very good question. I don't think so.
Nope.
Cool.
What do I have? I
Does-
don't have anything useful.
Does anyone have any neuromancy? I don't think you do.
Skycraft and Wayfair.
Okay. For the purposes of all of this, y'all all of your powers still work in the dreaming. This isn't even the dreaming. This is a dream. This is a dream. So that's even slightly to the side of the dreaming. Okay. Well, Ulan, without further things, will be staying to try and keep this space in the dreaming free of dangers for the most part. So in case anybody manages to return to this space, Ulan will try and keep contacting people through the dream themselves. All right, so everybody else is going to follow Annunziata through the wolf door. Correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. We'll start with Cormac and Iris, since Cormac went through the door first. You find yourself in a... Iris, it looks like every court function you've ever been to. It's actually quite pretty. It feels soothing in that it is familiar to you, even though you're not super comfortable with court people. This is a setting you are familiar with.
Oh, hey, Iris.
You are at a function.
Oh, what?
You're at a function,
And you're naked.
and you didn't bring pants.
Oh my god. I find some curtains and make a toga.
There are curtains here.
Okay, let me just take a few pins and just...
As you're doing this, a she-woman who, with very dark skin and very bright eyes, comes up to Iris and says, "Oh, good, you're here. We've been waiting for you." She goes,
You expecting her?
she goes, "Oh, yes, she did mention she was bringing her bodyguard with you. We're expecting both of you."
Great.
We are currently trying to work with, like, the best fashion we can right now. I need bobby pins, I need safety pins, I need 3 inches of a white cream, Cormac.
I thought cream was a texture. That's a color?
Cream is a color! It's like eggshell!
What?
The woman puts a hand around Iris and goes, "We have the most excellent boggin tailors. I can summon one for you, dear."
Let's do that. I think we could take this stress off of her. I mean, is it really that important? Come on, it's just a party in a dream.
I don't know what gave you the impression this was a party, but
She kept calling it a function. Isn't that what fancy people call a party?
No!
we will definitely get you some more appropriate clothing.
Okay, I'm gonna change my attitude too then.
All right. Well, everyone's waiting for you, Iris, dear, and we are so lucky that you're here. We're so delighted to have you.
Yes. Let's see here. Date book. I misplaced my date book. It is not where I...
No, dear, you're here. It's fine. We just don't want to keep everyone waiting.
Yes. Do you have the thing prepared for me?
Darling, you don't need anything prepared to just come in and have a discussion with us.
Yes, but I believe that you would have had an itinerary?
Oh, yes, of course, dear. But you've been here for days.
Yes, but you know me. I lost my itinerary. Left it
She
in my
goes,
other
"Oh,
beehive."
just stay there. And she looks around and she spots someone and goes, "Oh, could you tell, oh Lord, I need a boggin and I need the court scheduler, please. And then if you would escort Lady Iris into the council chamber, please."
Yes. Please just give me one moment to...
Many things happen at once. Clothes are produced for Cormac. You are given a schedule. This is very, very precise. It's very court-like. It feels very, stuffy, but also very normal. And I am going to leave you guys there, and I'm going to pick up with Lakoka. Lakoka, you go into the door, and the door shuts behind you, and you're left in the dark. You hear the rustle of wings, which is not surprising to you, given that you have chosen the Raven Door. You look down and you realize that all around you is a cape made of black feathers. And the darkness you're living in is just black feathers. And it's everywhere. And as you pluck on every single feather here, just touching them, you get snippets of different pieces of information, different people, some of them familiar, some of them not. You hear Laurel. You hear your friends. You hear the Marquis. You hear people you've never heard of before. And then all of a sudden, the feathers spit you out, and you are just flat on your back on the ground with your scythe. And a woman with white hair says, I don't know. You seem to be half mine.
Who are you, lady?
She goes, unimportant currently, but you would be an excellent addition to my army.
Oh, you're cute. Lady, I am an army.
I know. That's what's so delightful about you, but you seem to have the touch of someone else on you, and I cannot add you to my army while that is still true. She goes, she awoke my brother, didn't she? I had it handled.
Who is the other she? And who is your brother?
She goes, you do not want me to speak her name here.
But I do, because I want to know.
She goes, I will rephrase. I will not summon her here.
Fair.
She goes, but I am delighted to meet you. I am the Morrigan.
Are you the Bird Witch? One of the Bird Witch? Are you all three Bird Witches?
Titles are unimportant in terms of understanding my totality. I am Battle Queen.
You had my interest, now you have my attention.
He goes, this land is sick, and it is my job to root out its sickness, and for that I need an army. He goes, but if you are one of my brothers, I cannot have you until he is done with you. He is tedious that way.
Can I hand in like a letter of resignation, or?
She reaches out her hand and she just sticks it on your forehead. And then you feel talons grip into your skull. It doesn't draw blood. She's just clearly, like, checking something. Lakoka, what is your true name?
Have it written down. Hold on. Like people name?
Nope. What is your name as a fae that will summon you? What is your true name?
Remedios?
Excellent. And she goes, your name is not mine to meddle with. You will have to take it up with him.
Okay. I don't know who he is.
She goes, as I will not summon the old one, I will not summon him either. I am not prepared for that battle.
Is he the dude in the pool? Like, I just need some direction.
She goes, I don't know any dudes in the pool, and I'm going to leave you there. Everybody else who has gone through the door of the wolf. Gray, when you go through the door of the wolf, you realize you have the broadsword with you.
Okay.
No one else has any of their weapons with them currently. You are, as you imagine yourself in the dream.
Well, this is unexpected. I'm not even the stabby one.
I mean, none of us are really the stabby one. I just make the stabbies. Lakoka's bitey. She's less stabby than bitey.
Bitey and swipey. You're right.
Yeah.
You have entered what appears to be a maze. It has familiarity to the house you were just in. You can hear the growl of the wolf and Annunciata. You are very familiar with it. You cannot smell it, though, so it does not seem to be present here.
Can we see Annunciata? Is Annunciata in our sights?
Yes, as soon as you go to
okay.
the door,
Great.
you find Annunciata, and Madden's like, oh good, we didn't lose you.
I'm sorry, what?
Because you just went through a door, we didn't know where it went.
It was called I pulled the Queen of Cups. It was intuitive. Thought it was pretty plain.
You went by yourself.
I go a
we
lot
don't-
of places by myself.
I know, but we're in a place that's unfamiliar to all of us. We should really try and stick together.
And we're in a dream, so like who the fuck knows what could happen?
It's more dangerous than usual.
Also, the door has shut behind you and there is no door behind you. You are now in the house proper and it is just another end of the hallway on the other side.
Fun!
This shit sucks.
Well, anybody have a ball of twine?
I don't think I would have a ball of twine. You know what we can do? We can take that broadsword and cut marks in the wood.
Be good.
Yes, here. She'll pull out a ball of twine.
All right. Well, who was the one with the maze and the minotaur? I don't remember the names.
Yes.
This.
That one.
That's one of the
This is the
things.
second time he's come up today. Bastard.
That's what one of the visions were with the wolf.
Right.
Let's go find the Minotaur.
This begins to feel familiar. It is not anything you have lived in this life. It's not anything you have lived as a person. Down this hallway and at the end of the hall is a life you lived before, and you know it.
Should I be worried about it?
The memory is faint. You don't know what's the end of there. You just know that it is your memory of what you once were.
Do I also get that same feeling?
No.
I also have a dot in remembrance. I don't know if that makes a difference. Okay, just making sure.
As you get closer to it, you will, but as I recall, Gray has has more remembrance.
I have 2, I believe.
Exactly.
I don't really know what I can do about that, so just going to press on, I
Okay.
guess.
As you push through down to the end of the hallway, you come to a door. It is just like a household door. It doesn't have the ominous iconography at the beginning of it. It's just one of the household doors. And as you open the door, you walk out into the ocean. Everybody walks out into the ocean.
Gray
All-
probably just like sits straight down in shock.
All of you can breathe, though. It is not causing you to.
Oh, like underwater? I thought like at a
You walk-
beach.
Nope, you walk straight into the water.
Okay, never mind. Never mind what I said. That was silly.
Also, behind you, before the door shuts, you can see the water pouring into the hallway.
I thought low tide was strong, like at the beach. Whew, this is something else.
I've never seen this before.
The water here is perfectly crystalline, like it's never been tainted by anything ever. It is the ocean's imagination of itself, and you feel at home. Gray.
Do you
Yeah,
like
no,
to
I know.
swim?
Yeah, I do.
I don't. I don't do this. I'm a bit
But-
lost.
Push up.
I was about to say, as you float through the water, you don't drown, but you definitely will sink if you don't swim.
Yeah. Gray hooks an arm through Annunciata's to surge upwards towards the surface.
As you break the surface, you are surrounded by a verdant land. It is gorgeous. The sun has that golden, radiant quality that highlights everything around you. You can see flecks of gold at the bottom of the shallower areas of the water, which because I'm a tiny nerd, in Ireland, when it was way back in the day, it was actually possible to walk into Ireland and a lot of the rivers just had gold at the bottom of the river. So when people talk about shining rivers in Ireland myths, it's because there was actual gold in the water.
Can we see shore?
Yes. you
Yeah,
can.
so Gray will pull Annunciata towards shore and kind of trust Madden and Anil to follow.
As you pass through this, you see other Selkies frolicking through the water around you. They feel like your family. You feel like you know them. Anil, you have this sneaking suspicion that you're going to see yourself on the shore.
I never liked myself. We'll see what old me looked like.
And I'm going to return to Iris and Cormac. Iris, you are prepared. Every objection that you give to this preparing thing is just sheep herding you into the council room. Cormac, they make no attempt to stop you from going with her, though. They do attempt to put pants on you.
Clothes on.
Yeah,
But apparently this is a serious dream now.
exactly.
So I'm going to play the role and be very serious and follow right at Iris's heels and look everybody in the eye very intimidatingly and seriously.
The people who are, at least the she people who are guiding Iris to the council, are busy and important people who don't notice guards. The other guards are people who notice your intimidating thing and give it a nod of respect, but also aren't they're the guards of busy and important people.
Of course. But every time, if a she actually makes eye contact with me, even if it's just for a brief moment, I'm going to give the most subtle wink I can every time.
Okay. Some of them definitively wink back. There is one with a deep navy blue hair and a star diadem who's just oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Iris, as you enter the council room, you find yourself at around a fire, which sparkles with glamour to your eye. There are 12 seats there, and a place for someone to stand and talk to those 12 seats.
I will just sit in the nowhere. I'll just stand in the corner.
They will definitely not let you do that. You will be ushered into the spot of interviewing.
I'm gonna look over the itinerary very quickly to be like, why am I here? Why am I here? This is a nightmare. Why am I here?
The interview, your itinerary says that you have an interview with the Council of the Dying Flame.
No footnotes, no course speakers.
It says that it is a induction, an interview. They wish to bring you into the fold.
Okay then, now Iris would know what this is, but for those of us who don't,
You would not know what this is.
Iris wouldn't know what this is?
No.
Great, I have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, I am a professional, I know what I'm doing.
As you're freaking out, 12 people file into the room. Cormac, you are not separated for Iris, so you can absolutely stand there with her, or you can stand to the side, whatever you prefer here. Nobody's threatening Iris, though. It's very, like, bureaucratic. It feels very sort of boring, honestly.
Oh yeah. That's why he's winking at people. He's just bored.
Exactly. Iris, you have never met these 12 people, but you, as you see them, they all ping off as very famous members of Changeling Society.
That's
And because this is a dream, you don't have a clear idea of who they all are, and it's almost like they're obscuring their identity from your brain. But you are, like, you look at them, know who they are, certain that, oh god, that's somebody very busy and important, and then when you go to, like, say to Corey who they are, you can't remember their names.
Corey, I think I'm in a nightmare.
They all take their seats, and there is a wash of calm and inspiration that goes through the room. Someone has just used their powers of summer in here to inspire everyone.
I think I'm in a nightmare.
And
I can't hear you.
they sit down. She goes, and a beautiful melodic voice says, Iris, please, don't worry. This won't be painful in any respect. We did not mean to alarm you. We gave you an itinerary.
The original itinerary must have been lost.
Darling, you're holding on to it. No one's going to hurt you here. Don't panic. You are absolutely wonderful as yourself.
Oh, that's actually really relieving to hear.
Because we've just summoned you here because we are very concerned about you. You've been followed by something very, very dangerous, and we're
Is this
concerned
my
about...
intervention? I feel like this is my intervention.
No, dear. We don't do interventions.
Are you here because you love me?
No, we're not here because of that either. We're here because we're afraid for you and your friends that winter has come to kill you all, and we wish to offer you aid and assistance.
Okay, when you mean winter, do you mean the
need-
person, the object, or the concept?
Yes.
Great, that's what the other thing said too.
The head speaker, who is female, says to both of you, we are very concerned. We, the 12 members of the Undying Flame, have been watching the portents for this land for a very long time. We have been trying to stave off the winter for as long as we remember, in every incarnation. But we are failing, and we think that you might be the key, and that we can help you.
I don't know what's going on anymore with my everything. I went to a party. I met a bunch of random people, except for Corey. We've known each other for a while. Things happen. We go on a road trip. Apparently, there's spiraling, unquenching, cold misery behind us. As we leave, we go find some weird and mysterious things. Weird and mysterious things keep happening.
There's a bit of a titter at the weird and mysterious things keep happening, and they go, darling, we're changelings. Weird and mysterious things is sort of our middle name.
Weirder. Like, things not feeling right.
And they say, we know. That is because of winter. We promise. We can help you. But there are certain things that must be done. We will give you the assistance you need. And one of them comes up to you and gives you a small bowl full of fire. And says, when you leave this place, you will have this still. This is to help fend off the darkness. It will keep you safe. But we do need several things done very rapidly, or things will become very dire indeed. I know, we know, about the contract you have made with the murder court. You must return that cup to Laurel as soon as possible.
I don't know where the cup is.
That's fine. Find it. If you don't, this whole land will be consumed by winter, and we will not be able to stop it.
Okay. I have several questions. I'm normally not the smart one here. But
Gray's still gonna fight you.
shut up, Gray.
Gray, in a completely different dream, just perks up and goes, I think I need to fight someone.
What is so special about this cup that apparently it could potentially rain doom upon whatever happens should the queen present it to someone? Or apparently the cup's cursed if she doesn't present it to someone. Who's lying to me? Because I'm sick and tired of having to play big brain games in a small beehive.
Okay. Sorry. I have to have them roll something. Oh God. I apologize. That's 6 10s.
God.
They make you feel calm. Seriously. They feel like they are telling you the truth. Corey, you also feel like they are telling you the truth. It is that they are that insistent about this. They say, Iris, we would not have summoned you. We do not appear before many people unless this was of dire importance. Yes, the cup holds doom in it. It does, but it holds doom for those who would bring winter upon us. We must stop them.
Then why would the murder court want to do that? Why would they want to bring winter?
The murder court is a great failing of ours. We failed to understand who their true mistress was.
So you're telling me they lied to me?
I'm telling you they have their own motives and their own mistress, but they are not of the she who came from Arcadia.
I can make no promise because I do not know where that cup is.
We believe in you. You will find it.
That makes one of us.
And you will take it back to Laurel. Look,
Or I will just start handing it to every squirrel.
That would also be acceptable. And I'm going to go back to Lakota, and so we can wind these things down. Lakota. The Morrigan stares down at you and goes, I can see further things need to be done before I can free you of your connection to the mighty spear. So I will give you a clue to find the rest of it, so you may join my army.
I mean, I don't like this conscription. I'm more of a mercenary.
I was about to say,
but I do want that spear.
You don't have to join me, dear. And when she says that, you see arrayed behind her all sorts of interesting fairy tale villains. It's just very fun when I go into battle. And I think you'd enjoy it.
I'm gonna point at someone I recognize, be like, I could take that guy.
You point at a woman who has a red cloak on. And she grins. And she says, oh, really? Are you afraid of the big bad wolf?
No.
Good. She looks at Morgan. This will be fun. And if you wish to go into battle with her, she will do so. At the end of the battle, because this is a dream space, it ends in a draw, and you are given a map.
Ooh.
And the Morgan says, just think of it. And there's a flutter of dark feathers, and you end up back with Ulan in his painted space with him wandering around, very worried.
There.
Very worried. There, yes. See, I did this on purpose to myself.
I want to try to salvage like as many fistfuls of feathers from that encounter as I can.
Nothing comes with you besides the map.
And my heads.
Yep. Returning to the lake. Gray and Anil and Annunciata and Madden all come back up to the shore, and you are confronted by a she party and their retinue. They are all arguing. Part of them seem to want to return somewhere. Part of them seem to want to leave. Anil, you see yourself in the party that wants to return. Gray, you see yourself in the party that wants to leave. Annunciata, you do not see yourself anywhere in this. And Madden also does not see themselves. This is a piece of shared memory that the two of you had. In this memory, the two of you know each other and are very angry. One of you says, "This is bullshit. There's no reason we must return to the earth. We can outlast this. We do not have to go into the winter." And the other says, "But we must. Our power is dependent on it. We have been told we must return to the mountain." And the argument goes on. And no one comes to a conclusion. But at the end, those who wish to leave go through a portal. And part of themselves are left behind. Husks. And the rest of you return to the mountain, far in the distance, covered in snow. And then you all wake up. Back in Ulan's painted room. And Ulan looks around and goes, "Oh God, did I find you?"
I think we found ourselves.
They say, "Oh good, I was getting so worried. And also, it's really noisy in the other part of the dream here. So I thought maybe you'd gotten caught up in like some sort of fight. And I am no good in a fight, but I'm really good at painting." At which point, Cormac, you are woken up by Nicholas saying, "It's time to get up!" And that's
I'm woken up by him?
Yes. And that's where we're going to leave it for the evening.
You abandoned me to go play water balloons!
Anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed this dramatic dream. I am always here for some great chaos. We're going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves and their projects again, and we'll be done for the evening. So, MJ.
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange. I'm a member of the Certain Point of View podcast network, where I have now 4 podcasts. I'm starting a new one called Certain Point of View, where we watch the Christmas movie so you don't have to. That'll launch on December 1st, so head over to certainpov.com.
Awesome. And Rhea.
I'm Ray. You can find me on Twitter at explosive_donut. Or on Instagram at rhea.jasmine. That is like the princess, but without an E. And yeah, that kiss turned real awkward real fucking fast, because apparently now we're fighting in a past life. Jesus Christ.
And Velvet.
Dark greetings. I've been Velvet Divine. You can find me most places on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar, as well as the Stories of a Broken Sun and Flight Risk podcasts.
Awesome. Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle C. Light. This stands for Crystal. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle C. Light. Projects. I actually have like a list now. It's weird. This coming Monday, the 30th, and the following Monday, as part of a collaboration with our Talasaurian Games and Warple Tales, I will be part of Cyberpunk Red, which is a prequel to Cyberpunk 2077. I will be playing a really nice med tech, trying to get you on your feet with a lollipop. And Battle Lords of the 23rd Century, Charlie Foxtrot, my writing's in there. There's a character in there that I got to write. I'm in the book. And all of their products are on sale for Black Friday. Yay! So you can go check that out at battlelords.com. And then I'm also doing a collaborative project with The Night in Question, which is also having their Black Friday sale this week. I'm not sure if it ends on Black Friday at the time of this airing, but their tickets are on sale. Go get buried alive. Yeah.
And Junie.
Hi, I am Junie Von Esch. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch as Junie Von Esch. You also catch me on Saturdays doing storytelling at the RPG table for Vampire: The Last Breath.
Awesome. And Evan, last but never least.
Hey, I'm Evan Ivy. You can find me on Instagram if you want it. Crawling Ivy, that's IVEY. And I'm about to spend way too much money on leather this Black Friday, and I'm getting pumped about it.
And I, as ever,
Full circle.
as your story, am your storyteller, Spectre Alafet, on most social media. And you can find our show on Twitter at Arc of the Dragon. You can find us on Archives of the Dragon on YouTube if you want to catch up with our backlog. If you want to join our Discord, it should be in the chat, and you can give XP to our lovely, lovely players. I can't tell you enough how much I enjoy playing with them. I cannot believe we are coming to the end of this first season. I will be like dramatic and I will be sad when this is over, and really excited for season 2, which I'm already planning. So I'm so glad you've joined us for this ride, and we'll see you next week. Bye guys.
Bye.